There are songs that belong to one place, and then there are songs that seem to carry whole oceans inside them. La Bamba is one of those songs. Most people know it as a burst of joy, 3 chords, a shout, a dance, a voice calling out. But before it became a rock and roll classic, La Bamba had a long life in another world, a world of wooden platforms, of dancing feet, of weddings and gatherings. La Bamba has West African roots, but it did not cross the Atlantic as a song called La Bamba. That would be too simple. La Bamba belongs to Son Jarocho, the music of Veracruz. And Son Jarocho was born out of the colonial Atlantic world. Spanish and Andalusian string traditions, indigenous themes and local practices, Caribbean circulation, and African rhythm, percussion, dance, and communal performance. In traditional Son Jarocho, the dance is not decoration. The dance is percussion. Dancers stand on a wooden platform called a tarima, and their feet become drums. The floor becomes an instrument. Then came the recording age. One of the earliest documented commercial recordings was made by Álvaro Hernández Ortiz, known as El Jarocho, in the late 1930s. Then musicians like Andrés Huesca helped bring Jarocho music into wider Mexican popular culture. The song began to travel, from Veracruz to Mexico City, from tradition to entertainment. Then, in 1958, a young Mexican-American musician named Ritchie Valens stepped into the story. Born Richard Valenzuela in Los Angeles, Valens grew up in a Mexican-American family. English was his first language, and he learned the Spanish lyric phonetically. He took this old Veracruz dance song and placed it inside the sound of early rock and roll. And suddenly, it was rock and roll. Ritchie Valens died in 1959, only 17 years old, in the same plane crash that killed Buddy Holly and the Big Bopper. But La Bamba kept moving. Harry Belafonte performed it. Trini Lopez recorded it. Traditional Son Jarocho musicians kept it alive in Veracruz. But the story goes even further. La Bamba did not only become famous, it entered the bloodstream of rock and roll. Listen closely, and you can hear La Bamba echoing through rock history. That bright, circling 3-chord movement became part of rock's grammar. And the clearest place to hear it is in Twist and Shout. First came the original recording by the Top Notes in 1961. It was written by Bert Burns and Phil Medley. Then came the Isley Brothers, who turned it into something hotter, rougher, more physical. They gave it gospel fire. They gave it the rising build. They gave it the scream and release energy that made it a dance floor weapon. Then the Beatles took it one step further. Their 1963 version turned Twist and Shout into one of the most famous rock vocal performances of all time. Now, there is another branch of this story. A branch that runs through Cuban and Latin dance music, into rhythm and blues, and then into garage rock. The key song here is El Loco Cha-Cha by René Touzé. You can hear the family resemblance. Then Richard Berry wrote a song called Louie Louie, which drew its famous riff from René Touzé's El Loco Cha-Cha. Berry's original has R&B smoothness. It has doo-wop in the voice. It has the Latin-derived riff underneath. This song was covered many times, until the Kingsmen recorded their own version in 1963. The Kingsmen's version is messy, raw, almost primitive. The singer sounds half buried. The band sounds like it is playing through a wall, and that is exactly why it becomes immortal. There are many other branches of the La Bamba family tree we could explore further, but let's go into a sweeter branch here. It starts with the Drifters. The Drifters' Sweets for My Sweet was written by Doc Pomus and Mort Schumann. You can hear it, right? Then, in 1963, the Searchers brought it into the Merseybeat world. The Searchers version sharpens the edges. It becomes part of the British beat boom and a #1 hit in the UK. And if this was not sweet enough, Tony Hatch used the same ideas in a follow-up song, Sugar and Spice, released by the Searchers in the same year. You were hearing the world that La Bamba helped make possible. When people hear La Bamba, they often hear only the famous chorus. But underneath that chorus is a much longer story. That is the secret power of La Bamba. It taught us how to move. In our version, we tried to revisit the roots, the African-rooted pulse, the dance, the call, the grace, the Spanish lyrics, and the happiness and quirkiness of all this. This is La Bamba.
Are shining, trains are underneath. We don't need a filter, we don't need a drama, just one good step, and then La Bamba. Para bailar La Bamba, para bailar La Bamba, se necesita una poca de gracia. Seré. I'm not a sailor, I'm not a sailor, I'm the captain, yeah, the captain. I'm not drifting where the crowd goes screaming. I picked a rhythm, I choose the landing. The skyline, you need a long letter and a short one for the dream that keeps on climbing, one for the laugh when you miss the first rung. Una poca